20, yeah, so he's at the point where he can go to 100 if they want to push him.
And I can't hold it much longer. Gonna let go so I can be free. Yeah,
I don't think we've ever seen a pitcher like this.
This is a franchise turner.
Stuff, I don't even know how to describe this stuff. You could put whatever grade you want on it. Fastball regularly in triple digits. You saw the breaking ball. I don't think we've ever seen a pitcher like this.
This is a franchise turner.
Stuff, I don't even know how to describe this stuff. You could put whatever grade you want on it. Fastball regularly in triple digits. You saw the breaking ball.
Charging the mound.
Here we go. Welcome to FT. Scotty Braun, Eric Kratz, AJ Przinsky. Like this video right now, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also hear us talk right away about Paul Skenes. We're charging the mound right from the jump because Kyle Gibson's joining us soon. We'll ask him about Skenes, of course, too. But soon after the show ended on, Wednesday, we hear the news about Paul Skenes for Saturday. So at least we can get ourselves all prepped and ready. Make sure that your weekend plans are set to check out Paul Skenes with the Shadows at home for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who's the most excited out of you two that wants to start? Who's got the more excited face? You think it's Kratz?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, former Pirate.
Mr. Pirate.
Mr. Pirate, what do you got for us?
Yar, I'll bring my hook and my eye patch out. What a great opening for us. Paul Skenes, and then we talk about charging the mound? Like, is somebody going to charge the mound in his debut? Look, obviously, like, this guy has been not just hyped. It's the real deal. What he did for the national championship LSU Tigers in the SEC, as much as I'll hate on the SEC because it's fun to watch AJ squirm, this is a real deal pitcher. Is he Strasburg? I don't know. I hope he's better than Strasburg because I don't think he wants to be known as, wow, you know, he's not quite as hyped as Strasburg was, or he has all this. They both came out of college. They're both throwing triple digits. The difference is Strasburg got to face the Pirates. A bunch of my teammates who were called up from AAA to face Strasburg, and he mowed through them. I think it'll be less strikeouts, but I think Pittsburgh better show up on a Saturday day game, well, midday game, and wear all black like it's a blackout, because this could be the start of something new in Pittsburgh.
And it's a team he'll have to beat pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Chicago Cubs. They're flying high right now.
But also, let's not forget, there's two things about this. One, they wanted it at home, so they could get the gate.
That's fair.
100% fair. And two, you know, why now? Why they wait this long? Like, I guess they got him built up to what he threw 6 innings his last time out.
85 pitches.
Yeah, so he's at the point where he can go to 100 if they want to push him. They held him down. They kept him back. But He's ready. And listen, anytime you have Livy Dunn on your TikTok and you're showing you waking up from a nap and celebrating, it's a big deal for Major League Baseball because she has a lot of followers and a lot of people probably don't even know who Paul Skenes is before she started dating him. So good for the Pirates. Good for Paul Skenes. Congratulations! I can't wait to watch Saturday. This is kind of must-watch TV now on Saturday to see how he does against a team that's playing really well right now in the Cubs.
Yeah, his numbers in AAA at Indianapolis this year were pretty good. 27 and a third ERA at 9.9099, 45 strikeouts. So almost, what is that? A little less than 2 strikeouts per inning. That's good.
Good
It's
math.
exhausting.
Good math, Mark.
Thank
Miami
you.
grad.
Thank you. Let's get some word from our Baseball America friends. So we have our prospect profile from BA's Jeff Ponce as we talked about Paul Skenes. Oh, maybe not. We'll go back to that in a little bit. Stand by.
Waiting just like for Paul Skenes.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think it's just the ability to command that really fearsome stuff, that 100+ mile per hour fastball. And I think the other thing that stuck out to me over the course of that period was just how he's expanded the pitch mix. He showed that splinter. There's a changeup that he's throwing now as well. There's a makings of a curveball that's different from the slider. Even the slider that he was throwing in the spring breakout game looked different from the slider that he had at LSU. And, I've heard some talk that he has a couple different slider shapes. So I think that sort of alleviates any questions we had in terms of if this guy just being a fastball slider guy. I think he's a lot more than that.
That sounds scary in terms of arsenal. The debate about him in college was about the fastball. You guys remember that? We talked about it during our draft show last year. Is it a dead zone property fastball? It's the trendy term that they call it because it's similar vertical and horizontal movement.
It's 100.
Trevor May talks about this a lot too. It is 100. And also, AAA competition is incredibly different from Major League competition. So you want to see how it plays.
But we also saw him punch out Jackson Holliday in that video they just showed with a hundo. So, I mean, I'm sure there's some good players in this AAA teams he's facing. It's like he's facing, 15-year-old high school team,
Sure.
So, I mean, listen, Paul Skenes has pitched in the biggest stages you can pitch in up until this point, whether it's the LSU, College World Series, whatever you want to say, and he's done it. So now it's time for him to take the next step, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, he'll start over and try again.
I know you covered this at the top of your show, but we'll see if we can spin this a different way. Paul Skenes on Saturday. What do you think of the timing for him and how he'll be managed by the Pirates the rest of the season?
He'll be managed carefully. And we've seen what they've done with Jared Jones, and they're going to be just as careful with Skenes. And you can understand why. I don't believe he's ever thrown more than 122 innings in a season. And with that kind of pitcher, with any kind of pitcher, you've got to be really careful. And obviously the major leagues, the level of strain is far greater than it is in the minors or even in college. So I don't expect 9 innings Saturday. We're probably talking 4 or 5 at most. And hopefully they'll bring him along and have him progress in a normal fashion and do it in a way that keeps him healthy. Now, the key question is, how do you keep him healthy? And no one knows the answer to this kind of question. We've been asking it with every single pitcher every day of this season. There's no magic formula, and the Pirates know that. They're upfront about it. But what they're doing is treating this conservatively, and that's probably the proper way to go about it.
Ken, how excited should we be about Paul Skenes making his debut on Saturday? Is this a stop what you're doing at 4 o'clock, tune in and watch, or is this a let's see how it goes?
This is a stop what you're doing and watch. And the reason I say that, AJ, is because of dominance he has shown at AAA. I don't recall a debut by a pitcher being this highly anticipated since Steven Strasburg way back when. So basically, we're talking about something that is really unusual and exciting. This is a guy who had 2 pitches at LSU. He now has 5. He is a student of the game. He seems to have the right makeup. The whole package seems to be there. And just the 100-mile-an-hour stuff and all the complimentary pitches that go with it, the splinker, this is legit excitement in my mind. And yeah, of course, we have to see how he does. And you never know how a prospect is going to progress. But as I said, this is the most highly anticipated pitching debut since Strasburg. It's the first number 1 pick overall to come to the majors this quickly since Ben McDonald in 1989. I was there for that one, and that was exciting. I was actually there for Strasburg too. This has the same kind of feel.
What is the fear for Pirates fans in bringing Skenes up right now? I don't think Pirate fans are naysayers. I think that's like Mets and Yankees fans. They're naysayers. But what is a fear with Skenes?
The fear, Eric, is the same fear we have for every pitcher, especially those who throw hard, and that he's going to blow out. Now, started his career at Air Force as a catcher and closer. So maybe the innings build up on his arm is not what it is for others. Maybe that makes no difference at all. Maybe it does. I don't know. But that is always the fear, whether these guys stay healthy. And it seems that with every pitcher, there's an expiration date before they have some kind of physical issue. And that's the way the game is now. So for me, as a fan of the game, as someone who covers the game, what I want to see is Paul Skenes, like Jared Jones, like every other young pitcher, stay healthy for as long as possible and hopefully their entire careers, knowing that that's a lot to ask.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.